Today's video is brought to you by Grey Viking Games. Click the link in the description below to buy MTG Arena codes for cosmetics, packs, and more. Hey, what's up everyone? My name is Jeff, and today we're going to have some fun playing Magic, and we are trying to break meta a little bit here in Historic. So Historic is kind of an interesting place. I've never really seen it, or typically Historic has lots of other decks that are going on, everything that's out there, but with Kaldheim, Elves just got busted. They are insane. There still is the blue-white enchantments, which can actually compete with green Elves. Selesnya Life, just Righteous Valkyrie is a busted card. You're just seeing this kind of across the board where everything gets really busted, and in the last 7 days, there's actually not even enough other decks to be showing too much here of other stuff. So it's kind of crazy that Mono Green Elves are doing that well here, and there's that much seen. And so I wanted to play a deck that I could actually beat the Mono Green Elves. If you go into the last like 30 days, there's a little bit more decks out there, but like in general, still Elves and Selesnya Life are the main two decks for sure. So we need a way to deal with Elves, and I think that this deck is probably the perfect answer for what Elves are doing. And what I was seeing is that with Collected Company, Elves can just kind of grow a board really, really quickly, and so you need targeted removal to target the most important things, as well as enough removal to still keep the board small. And so I think that Mono Black Aggro has a really good chance of doing that. And so this is my version of it, and we're going to go for a little bit of some stuff here. So basically, I want as much turn one removal as possible, so we can kill Llanowar Elves to stop the ramp from happening. We can Thoughtseize to make sure we take away the important stuff, our Elvish Archdruids and Marwins and everything like that. And then we can also just kill stuff. And so turn one, we have Thoughtseize, we have Fatal Push, and then we have Deadweight and Mire's Grasp in here because I am going for the Hateful Eidolon. Again, this is mostly just to be able to draw cards. It's a really good combo, and if we're looking for target removal, this is a great way to draw cards and still keep hitting more removal to keep killing Elves, because that's what we want to do. We have one copy of Lurrus, just kind of work with this. I decided to not have it in the Companion Zone because the other card that really shuts down Elves in the late game. So Elves, what they typically do is they build a wide board, they get really massive, and then they have to, and then sometimes they'll just swing in over 2 turns or like turn things into 5/5s or bigger. And if they don't kill you that turn though, then Phyrexian Obliterator just shuts them down hardcore. So 4 mana 5/5 with trample, whenever a source deals damage to a Phyrexian Obliterator, that source's controller sacrifices that many permanents. So if they hit Phyrexian Obliterator for 8 points of damage, then they have to sacrifice 8 permanents after this triggers, which would be after combat, after everything else dies. So then they would only have so many permanents to then sacrifice, which is, it can be pretty busted. So Phyrexian Obliterator, just really good for the other side of Elves. Yeah, if they do find like Crater Hoof, they can end up killing us. But even if Crater Hoof, if they don't have enough to actually kill us there with, with our Lifelink and Death Touch, with whatever else we have going on, we should be able to shut them down. And so that's the whole goal with this, is try to shut down Elves. This also has the ability to shut down the other decks. Blue-white auras, they do have protection, they do have everything going for them, but with how much removal we've got on this, we might be okay. Because we can target them multiple times and kill them and everything like that. Gift Aetherborn just being a good death touch blocker means that they have to find the first strike or anything else like that going on, and just have enough removal, and hopefully it's enough. And so that's kind of the game plan. One copy of Lurrus in here to kind of work with the Hateful Eidolon, bring back our removal spells. Hateful Eidolon, I really wanted here just because we needed to have the card draw, like I was saying. It's good. One copy of Wrinkle, one copy of Spawn of Mayhem. The typical Mono Black deck runs more of these, and I do think it's good, but at the same time, we're already pretty heavy in the 4-drop slot. I want to get to the 4-drop slot, but we have kind of Knight of the Even Legion to be our early game. We can just grow this and win the games with it, and otherwise we're not going to be quicker if we're playing a bunch of 4-drops. And so I just want to get to the Phyrexian Obliterator as our kind of our main win con. Otherwise, you do have some ways to make sure we're pressuring life total with Skyclave Shade and Gifted Aetherborns, Knight of the Even Legion to be swinging in, and other than that, we just need to make sure we kill stuff. We need to kill stuff and kill them bad. So that's the deck. So let's go and jump into the gameplay, see how it does for us. Make sure you guys hit the like button, hit subscribe, appreciate it. Over 500,000 people watched my videos in February that were not subscribed. I think there was almost like 800,000 that watched over February, and so most people that have watched in February did not subscribe. And so if you guys wouldn't mind, I'd appreciate it. That'd be great. All right, let's go and jump into it. Here we go. All right, up against Horsepower, and yeah, we'll keep this. Good hand. I think I'm going to lead off with the Knight of the Even Legion, actually, first. It would be nice to kind of take a peek at hand, but I'd rather get our, some damage dealer out. All right, nothing to remove, so let's just go ahead and Thoughtseize. All right, there's a collected company. Bishop of Wings we can take care of. Skyclave Apparition is definitely annoying. Resplendent Angel also annoying. I think it is probably just Bishop of Wings, and we just hope for enough removal for everything else. So Bishop of Wings, go away. Definitely don't want to see that. Swing in. They don't actually have the lands to play much else. They can play Righteous Youthful Valkyrie out. Alright, shocks themselves. Gets out Youthful Valkyrie that way. Okay, Fatal Push. We can kill the Apparition with that. Let's go ahead and swing in. Could be worth pumping here as well, just growing this, but then Apparition definitely hits. We know they have the mana for that now. So I think we're just going to go for Fatal Push onto... This is not instant speed. I could also just play out Luris. Apparition kills that. Maybe it's Myers Grasp here. I'm just debating, like, Fatal Push only kills Apparition if they actually kill the Knight of the Ebon Legion. So let's go ahead and just go Myers Grasp onto Youthful Valkyrie before it gets bigger with another Angel. Pass the turn. Toski is going to be a little bit annoying, but we do have negative things to deal with that. We have Luris to potentially bring it out as well. Bishop of Wings. Cool. We will absolutely Fatal Push that. Yep, Dead. Gonzoed. I like it. Come on, land. Ooh, that'd be so good here. Luris definitely just gets hit by Apparition, and so I think we just hold on to the Murderous Rider. I'm debating if I just want to pay for this right now. If they get the land for Collected Company, they're going to go for Collected Company. And so let's actually just go ahead and pay for the Knight right now. Hit for 4, down to 14. Get a counter onto this. That can just run away with the game. They're going to have to deal with it. So if they don't have land, they probably go for Apparition. They have land, so they're going to go really Company main phase. That's actually surprising. 2 Bishop of Wings are gone. Oh my gosh. What a draw. All right, swing in with Knight. Lets it through. Murderous Rider, the Valkyrie, I believe. Maybe I can do it in response to them playing out the Resplendent Angel. That's definitely their best play now. Unless they found another Collected Company. Dude, they found a 3rd Bishop of Wings. It's ridiculous. Alright, so definitely drawing a card. Phyrexian Obliterator is so good against Toski. In fact, maybe we get out the Luris just to try to get them to hit with the Apparition. We can deadweight the Toski. Yeah, so land off the top would be the best. Come on. All right, so deadweight Toski. Swing in. Apparition or Shade. Pass the turn. We want them to use Apparition before they take out the Phyrexian Obliterator. So yeah, this is the Selesnya life deck, Selesnya Angels, which is, it's really dang good. Soul Warden, that gets them up to 5. They get to gain more life. Come on. If we had hit this 4th land, I think we would have been in better shape a long time ago. Now we know we can't really deal with everything. So, swing in here. So I can go for dead weight. That's probably our best play. So Luris, Deadweight, get to remove something this turn. We have Myers Grasp on the next turn, so they're going to have to go for the Apparition. We can go for Friction Obliterator on the next turn and hope that we can close it out somehow. I don't know. We still have to deal with these guys. If we had another couple lands, that would have been okay. But yeah, now Apparition just kills the Luris. Yep. As predicted. Might as well swing with Bishop of Wings as well, yeah. Alright. Well, we're in trouble. Sorry, can't even block. Now we get the land. This is the one turn we don't really want to land. There's Friction Obliterator. We finally got to it, and we scoop. Darn it, darn it, darn it. That was just bad running right there. That was sad stuff. Stuck on 3 lands for forever. All right, up against EB, opponent's playing on the draw, on the play. I'm on the draw because that's just how it always works. But sure, fine, that's cool. All right, Hateful Eidolon. Maybe I should have held off one turn actually. Huh. Jund. Wishclaw Talisman. Intriguing. We have enough lands now that might as well just get this out. All right, swing in. Pass the turn. Some sort of crazy shenanigans. We're definitely built more to deal with meta, you know, and in ranked I was kind of hoping they would run into meta more often, but apparently there's a lot of other jank happening out there. So we get Wishclaw Talisman. They drew something amazing, whatever it is. Stonecold Serpent X0. That makes sense when other things are out there. Oh, is this Tybalt's Trickery? Gotcha. And we're done here. Come on. Oh man, I want to make them wait as long as humanly possible, you know. Just with this one, we're just gonna hold off here for a little bit and then we'll concede. Sounds great. Gosh dang it. Cool. All right, up against Bag of Hammers, and we'll keep this. Decent hand, not a lot of removal. We're gonna face up against elves on the one hand where we don't have any of our early game removal. Thoughtseize is at least decent, and we are on the play. That's a big deal, guys. Folks, good stuff. Crackling Drake, See the Truth, and deals damage to any target. That doesn't actually kill our Gift Aetherborn, so sure, let's get rid of the one thing that does stuff. I mean, See the Truth could be good to hit as well, of course, but whatever. Okay, Gifted Aetherborn. Pass the turn. Pillar Flame cannot hit. It's also sorcery speed. So they had some sort of play there, like an opt or whatever that they drew. See the Truth. We want to land. Land would be great. So I have 23 lands in the deck. And it's an odd number, which always causes issues with lands. I don't know why that is. Because like this deck really doesn't want more than 23 lands. Like I think that is the right number. That's how I'd run it in paper. But on Arena, everything changes. As soon as you go to an odd number, for some reason, it breaks the algorithm a bit. Life gain, I feel like is going to be pretty good for us here, though. They're obviously a damage-dealing win con. Lightning Axe. Cool. Alright, Hateful Eidolon. Pillar Flame, probably just going to kill that. I could draw a card right away to try to hit a land by putting the dead weight here. Pass the turn. Hitting a land would have been really nice there. Crackling Drake. Cool. So... Thoughtseize. Could play out just the Deadweight and Thoughtseize. Let's do that. I think I'm okay with this Crackling Drake for now. Okay, take out the removal. Technically grows the Crackling Drake. Let's go ahead and Deadweight. Swing with the Death Toucher. We get to draw a card if it dies. I'm kind of okay with that. Especially with what they've got in hand. Yeah, that's just fine. And if we get both of these to draw cards with on the next turn, that'd be sweet. Phoenix. Gotcha. Phoenix can end up coming back. Yeah, let's go ahead and get rid of this one still. We get to draw 2 cards this way. One of our things left the battlefield. That's the other reason I like the Hateful Eidolon. Everything is that creates revolt triggers, which means we can now kill something up to 4. Down to 11, back up to 16. Seems good. We don't want to see a Niv Mizzet. That is the one thing we don't want them to have. And by one thing, I mean, we don't want a lot of other things too, but that would be real bad. Real bad. Alright, down to 8. Spawn of Mayhem. Pass the turn. Arclight Phoenix, we got a blocker now. Take that, fool. I think we just kill this. Let's go Mire's Grasp. Because then we do have lethal. We know what they have in hand, so boom, bam. There you go. I like it. All right, this looks like a sweet hand. Dude, I love Hateful Eidolon. This has just worked great. We do have removal. Definitely need a 3rd land. But with the 3rd land, Spawn of Mayhem becomes online, Murder Strider, so good stuff. Potential card draw on turn 2. This is just fine. Just fine. Play out their elves. We finally got some elves. Yes. We could not kill this and try to kill something more important. Or get the card draw. Let's see here. Gifted Aetherborn could also be just a decent play. Let's go ahead and swing in. Okay. Get the damage in. Let's just go for a Gifted Aetherborn. Pass the turn. There are better things to hit with elves. And so, like, this is the worst possible target for us with elves. Okay, well, now they have more guys out there, but still we get to kill something better. Another Sentinel. Cool. Oof, man. Man, I'm getting so greedy. I want better hits so bad. All right, Hateful Eidolon. We'll swing in with Aetherborn. They want to double block. That's fine. With Death Touch, we're good with that. We get to draw 2 cards with Mire's Grasp now, and we need lands real bad. So that'd be great. The best thing we could probably find here, Coco. Don't find 2 lords that pump each other. Actually, that'd probably still be fine-ish. So wide. Okay. Well, this ain't good. Swings in. Yeah, we're not going to block here. Down to 21. Okay, we do find land. Mire's Grasp. War Master. So they have 1 mana up with Sentinel. Draw 2 cards. Another Eidolon. Definitely not the worst draw. Could be better, but... Alright, swing in here. Down to 15. Back up to 23. Phyrexian Obliterator would be sweet. Perfect. Ugh. A little bit too slow there, apparently. Jump 1, take the rest. Down to 7, back up to 8. Dude, we finally got to play against elves, and we drew all of the worst things against elves. Sounds about right. I guess we do this at instant speed, so we can potentially get them a little bit. Don't want Clan Caller to grab anything else. And they do have the mana for it, so let's go ahead and stop that now. Down to 6, though. No attacks past the turn. Yeah, okay. The one side of elves that we have the hardest time killing is this side. Yeah, kill that. Block here, dead, I do believe. Good game, sir. And we can still make another elf. Yeah. Dude, we're here to beat elves, and that was like the worst possible draws for them. Yeah. Cool. Up against Kuki 1 black, and keep this. Lots and lots of removal. Up against Lurist. Hopefully, Aura's deck would actually be pretty nice. Well, let's go ahead and Thoughtseize. Gotcha, this deck. Okay, Claim the Firstborn is annoying with the Village Rites. We might just cut that out of here. Citrus Supplier. We have removal for creatures right now, like quite a bit of removal. Claim to Fame. Yeah, so I think Claim the Firstborn is the worst one. Just because we don't want to lose our Hate Eidolon. Swing in. Gain some life. Obliterator is pretty good in this matchup as well. They don't typically have the best removal for this. Because it's mostly Claim the Firstborns. I'm trying to think like what else they would have. Maybe Fatal Pushes. I don't know. With Fable Passages, they probably do. Arcanist. Do I want a Myers Grasp, or do I just want to get rid of this with a Fatal Push? We need to hit a land, so pass to my turn. Grasp, hitting land, and then having Fatal Push would be even better. Alright, well, no lands for Jeffrey. Dude, there is something wrong with like just not having 23 lands in a deck. I don't know why. I don't know why it didn't go. Alright, so they have the mana. There's Claim. Cool. Well, Fatal Push. You know what? Let's just Fatal Push again. Swing in. Nice. And I'm hoping they're starting to run out of gas a little bit now. They're hitting their lands though, you know, so who knows? Thoughtseize. Probably takes the Lurus. The Obliterator, yeah. Okay. Yeah, that's the worst thing for them. That is our best card that we are not able to play anymore now. That's cool, that's cool. Thoughtseize. Well, sure. I could hold on to the Thoughtseizes. Double Thoughtseize on the next turn does help us a little bit. Thoughtseize gets rid of Village Rites, or whatever they draw off of Village Rites. That means we can most likely swing in with this, because they'll sack the Stitcher Supplier. We'll swing in anyway, but... And I'd love to hit another creature of theirs here if we could. Man, they got flipping Croxas as well. Dude, good luck right there. And we just got rid of our fatal pushes. Come on. You know, sometimes things just don't go your way. And this is one of those times. We actually have like a decent hand against this deck. It's just that everything is not going good for us. I mean, that's the reason why this Crocs is in the deck. I get it. I just don't like the, you know, the whole 2 lands thing going on here. Get rid of Thoughtseize. Keep the Lurrus. We have enough life gain that we can hopefully at least still race the Croxa. Now we gotta land. Well, we bring out Lurrus. Mire's Grasp can at least make it smaller. Pass the turn. Yep, no blocks. We'll take it down to 10. Probably should have chump blocked there, but we need a card draw. We need to try to find like a Phyrexian Obliterator or something. So as much as we can dig, we gotta do. Citrus Supplier. And have to replay a Croxa right now. That takes us down to 7. Scourge. Well. Draw a card and put onto something that doesn't matter. I could hold up pumping Knight of the Ebon Legion. Try drawing a card that just gets discarded to Croxa if we don't have enough mana for it. So Friction Blitter like wouldn't work as well here. We're gonna take a little bit more damage. This might just get bigger, so it doesn't matter as much to them. They have enough to replay another Croxa. How do we not die? I think we gotta put it there just to have a shot. No attacks, pass the turn. At the moment, they don't have a way to manipulate their life total enough, I don't think. Getting Pyromancer. Fame on the Scourge of Skyclaves, sure. We're definitely blocking with Lures. That was kind of what I set up there. We need the card draw more than we need anything else. Same with Croxa, we block with Eidolon, since we're going to kind of be losing that side of things anyway. And then we have the Knight for later. Another Mire's Grasp. Alright, well, Gifted Aetherborn, that does block and kill Croxa. Pyromancer goes away. No attacks, pass the turn. I mean, okay, we might kind of be back. They have to deal with another Croxa before we're actually, like, okay here. And also Lurrus. So, you know. Back up to 10. Croxa down. Croxa back. Arcanist and Lurrus to hand. Alright, swing in. Knight number 2, Lurrus comes back, has Croxa just a few times. Yeah, we're dead. Not enough stuff. All right, up against Order 66, and none of our removal, but a good curve, so we're going to keep it. We have Obliterator, which is good at obliterating stuff. Do I Thoughtseize? If we find a double Thoughtseize, I really like that with Knight of the Ebon Legion. Getting up to 3 power more on the board, too. That gets us up to the 4. So we have other good plays. Visionary. Seems like elves. Swing in. Go with our curve. We have Thoughtseize and Skyclave Shade on the next turn. Or pump with Knight if we need to. Yep, definitely elves. You know what I would love? Removal. You know the thing we built our deck to have for this deck? Come on. Oh man, that's frustrating. Well, let's go ahead and swing in. We get to pump the Knight of the Even Legion. We don't actually get to block here. Alright, Shade number 2. Thoughtseize. Take the Coco. They have Dwindling's Elite and Elvish Visionary, which gives them lots of mana. Finale of Devastation actually comes somewhat quickly. But hopefully Obliterator can stop it before it comes too crazy. And Coco is just typically really good. But yeah, Devastation is going to be coming real quick. That's real bad. Alright, so Obliterators. That gives us a shot. Fatal Push. Doesn't kill Marwyn right away. So we'll see here. Let's swing in with everything. Because we got the Fatal Push now, I can pump and Fatal Push, kill the Marwyn. That stops Devastation at the very least. Lets it all through. Well, crap. Alright, I think they have enough for Devastation, so we're in trouble. I don't think that they can get up to the 10, the 12 mana here. So 5. They need 2 more elves, and they need it to be enough mana. They have actually, oh, they have 1 mana here, so yeah, they're 1 short. Phew. They're gonna have to block something next turn, which gives us the Fatal Push to kill Marwyn. Okay, goes for X8, and they get a Crater Hoof. Oh gosh, I forgot about the Crater Hoof. For the love. Gosh dang it. Well, this Obliterator would have been amazing. Anything with First Strike, that would be great too. You know, this is kind of pissing me off. We came to beat elves, and we cannot do it. We can't beat anything right now. But like, this deck isn't bad. Like, maybe it is, but it's just it seems like it should be doing better than it is. All right, up against Allegra Meldia. Keep this hand. We got 3 lands, and that's nice. Soulscar Mage. Let's just go ahead and deadweight that. Pass the turn. Plays nothing. Probably has Stomp here. Friction Obliterator should be really good against a mono red deck. Shocks. Cool. Lava Runner. Any other spells to cast real quick? Lightning. Down to 15. Right up the stage. Yeah, this is where Obliterator should just destroy, obliterate the opponent. Yeah, they'll just shock. As long as they're shocking our creatures and not our face, we're okay for the moment. Down to 13. And win the game? Maybe. Even if they have like an Embercleave, you can't really get through Friction Obliterator like this. Because the first strike damage will have you sack all of your stuff first. Or most of your stuff. So what we're looking for is another one. Okay, Wrinkle. Let's take a peek and see if we need to get them to discard. We have a land we're fine discarding. Alright, get rid of Embercleave. Swinging with Wrinkle. Discard. He's up Bone Crusher. If they can go wide enough, it does become an issue. Fatal Push. Lava Runner. Hit with Wrinkle. Each player can discard a card real quick. Alright, pass the turn. I don't want them to be drawing cards here. We could draw cards as well, but we have the card draw with Castle Locthwain. And yeah, it does hurt us, but I think it'll end up being better that way. Do they have Embercleave, or like what do they got here that's worth swinging in? I'm not sure what could be worthwhile for this. Spikefield Hazard. Yeah, I'm not sure this guy knows. So it'll get exiled, and that's fine. So they do get to kill the Friction Obliterator, but you lose everything along the way, right? So, okay. All right, you dealt 4 more to it. Sacrifice 4 permanents. I mean, honestly, we do still have a chance of losing just because. Just because. So yeah, there we go. We needed life gain at some point, but that was pretty cool. All right, good stuff. All right, guys, I'm trying to keep my videos a little bit shorter, and unfortunately, we never got a good game against elves, and we got a bunch of bad games against elves. That was bad. This was not a good deck. Where is it? Elf hate, yeah, 20% with this one. I want to show everything that we had here. You know, it definitely wasn't great. We did, you know, when we had good hands, we won. This is how often I get bad hands sometimes, you know, or I had the right hand for the wrong situation. And I'm not saying that they didn't, you know, just have a better deck in general. But I do feel like this deck can play and hang with everything else. One thing that probably needed is just more lands. I was running 21 lands with 2 Aghanim's Awakening for the 23 lands. And I thought that would be enough because typically this deck can run, you know, like with the number of 1-drops we had, I figured that would be plenty. And it just felt like we were always needing that 4th land quicker for some reason. And I felt like it'd be fine to play it on turn 5. We weren't finding it on turn 5. We weren't finding it on turn 7, which with 23 lands doesn't add up. Like that should be happening a lot more often. So mana screw happened a lot in this one. Them just having the perfect hand also happened quite a bit, and that just happens sometimes. So anyway, I hope you guys enjoyed it still overall. I do think this deck is powerful in its own way. It has a lot of good stuff. Like Friction Obliterator just shuts down mono red, basically. It shuts down a lot of good decks. All the removals should shut down elves. We just didn't find any of the removal against the elves, or at least not the right removal at the right times, or they were playing a completely different version than, like, we still never really ran into that you know, the style of decks that we could have dealt with. And so elves are just busted. And yeah, anyway, I hope you guys enjoyed it. We'll see you guys in the next one, and like, subscribe, and bye-bye.